So, dear delegates, thank you and welcome to our orientation program hosted by World Academy. And very good evening from Malaysia. So, as my network will be a little bit of weak, so I'm going to turn off my video and will present it without my video. Apologize for this inconvenience. So, I'll be taking around 10 minutes time for introducing this institute and the course administration procedure. And after that, Mr. Oro will be talking about the course insights, how the learning will be happen. What are the learning points here? What are the course insights, and how this course will be beneficial for you for your career growth. So that will be discussed by Mr. Oro. So
Yeah.
I'll be sharing my screen. So, and before that, as I told you, because of this low bandwidth here, unfortunately, so I'm switched off my video camera. Okay, so I'm sure that you can see my screen. Welcome once again to the orientation program for Certified Project Finance Analyst. Uh, Today's orientation will be around 30 to 40 minutes altogether, and there will be two parts. I'll be talking about the course introduction and course assessment as well, and the introduction of this institute for 10 to 12 minutes. And then I'll hand over to our resource person, Mr. Orup, for talking about the details of this program insights. World Academy is one of the largest professional certification
I am.
institute based in United Kingdom.
So
We are a certified organization. We do have certification. We have our global presence, 65 plus countries. We do have our presence, 200 plus programs from academic to certified, trained over 30,000 professionals. We do have our alumni sizes 30,000 plus. The 132 instructors from 14 countries, 30% of our alumni holding the C-suite positions. That means the senior level professionals are also attached with us. 95% course completion rate at the first attempt. Why it is the right choice? Because it is one of the largest professional certification institute based in United Kingdom. Globally accepted credentials, affordable fees. Our fees are very much affordable in comparison with other institutes. Flexible payment plan, wide range of programs covering all professional areas. Wherever you are working, you will find any suitable courses for you. 150 certified programs, 30 plus master's level programs, 40 plus diploma level programs. And we do have our user-friendly learning management system. And we also issue digital badges through Credly. Credly is one of the, prominent digital badge issue organization in the world. This is part of the External Education Group. That is our global organization. We are accredited institute by NQL. NQL is a of-qual regulated awarding body in United Kingdom. Approved by Campus Academy of Professionals, which is also a UK-based certification awarding body. Approved center by Prof Qual UK and approved center by Board of HR Certification. Approved provider of HRCI, SHRM and TD, and also SHRM academically aligned institute. So all through are the HR-related certification awarding body in US and UK. We do have partner organization like KPA Specialist and Academy of Business English and Communication. And we are also accredited institute by NPM, National Project Management Academy of United Kingdom. That is our mission 2030 for World Academy to become the number one professional certification institute in the world, having presence in 100 countries. So two parts of this mission. Number one is to become the number one, and second is to have presence in 100 countries. And we are very much on track with this mission. Presently, we do have around, 9 offices in 9 countries, and our presence is 7 countries. That is our recent activity in August 2025. We did our graduation ceremony in Kenya. Also, we had our professional summit, global professional summit 2025 in Kenya as well. Then we also had organized a graduation ceremony in Uganda. Then also we did our international people summit in Uganda as well. And we also had our graduation ceremony in Tanzania and also did our professional summit in Tanzania. So these are the 6 international programs we have done so far in East Africa region in 2025 August, very recent. This program, Certified Project Finance Analyst, is validated and quality assured by Cambridge Academy of Professionals, which is an UK-based certification awarding body. And this is the digital badge you will be receiving after successful completion of the program. And that is the sample certificate and transcript. So you will receive the transcript as well. In the transcript, we will mention the module name and the competencies you gain from this program so that anyone can validate how much capable you are after completion of this program. Then the success story, you have completed 8 batches so far, and this is the 9th batch which are going to starting. 328 professionals have already completed CPFA program across 23 countries. That is our alumni's workplace, people from NGOs, from banks, from consulting firms, from group of companies, from government organizations, from associations, in different organizations, in different industries. People are connected for this program, and they have working in different companies across the globe. The features, this program is 4 months duration, and there will be online live classes through the Zoom apps like today. Class is only on Saturday. Like today we are having the orientation, and every Saturday there will be class 2 to 4 p.m. GMT. Free books and materials. All the materials and books are free at cost. Live interaction you can do through the learning management system. Why you need to choose CPFA from World Academy? Because it is job-oriented learning, focus on competency framework, very research-based competency framework have been developed for this program. Extensive practice during the course, simulation exercise, equipped with tools and formats, online live sessions, and global resources. The learning portfolio of CPFA, there will be 8 practical focus modules, 32 competencies. For each module, there are 3 competencies, so total 32 competencies, 32 learning objectives, 80 guided questions. So the guided questions are actually very much practical oriented questions. And after successful completion of the program, you will receive the standard answer of these guided questions as well. 8 live sessions, 8 group activity. For each session, there will be group activity. So these are the learning portfolio for CPFA program. The course administration, how do we manage the classes? The classes will be on Saturday only, total 8 sessions, each sessions 2 hours. So 16 contact hours by instructor, review and question answer part. Class recording we will share with you after 1 or 2 days after the class. An opportunity to attend the makeup exam. Class material will be shared within 1 to 2 days time. Class notification you will receive through the WhatsApp group. Sometimes due to the trainer's emergency, the class may be postponed. If it is, then it will be rescheduled on any other Saturday, not any other day. And attendance will be recorded during the session. So all are advised to use their full name so system can detect the attendance. That assessment part, there are 2 parts actually, exams and assignments. Exams is online MCQ based, multiple choice question based, 50 questions, 100 marks. Duration 60 minutes, 1 hour. Passing marks is 70%. You need to pass separately. And the assignment parts, there are 2 types of assignment. 3 in-course assignment, which will be module wise, and 1 capstone project. At the end of the program, you will receive a capstone project covering all these modules. So you need to qualify in the in-course assignment and capstone project separately by achieving 70% marks. So this is the total assessment framework. In-course assignment 3, final assignment 1, that is capstone project, and final exam 1. So altogether, this is the marks. And you need to pass or qualify separately in each item. And the certification, after successful completion, the result will be published. After publishing the results, you will receive the digital certificate by 5 to 7 days. And the printed certificate will be followed as early as possible. Usually within 2 months' time, you'll receive your certificate, hopefully. So there are four phases. Pre-course assignment. It is not connected with the learning, assessment. It is only for the assignment part, learning part. Phase two, attending the regular courses. Phase three, final assessment. And final exam. Phase four is the certification celebration. So that's about the course introductory part, which I was supposed to tell you. I told you earlier. After that, I will be handing over to our resource person, Mr. Arup Pradhan Banerjee from India. So he will be talking about the course insights, and after that, we will take any of your questions to answer all these questions after his presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Sir, please you can proceed.
Thank you, Rupak, for a nice introduction and orientation of the course, upcoming course. It's delightful to work with World Academy, and I welcome and say good evening to all the participants who have come here. As usual, okay, I'm the resource person, so I'll explain you about the uh, project management certified project professionals course. What are the contents, etc. I will describe you through a PowerPoint presentation. One second, let me adjust the camera for a minute, second. It's adjusted now. Yeah. I'll take the help of a PowerPoint presentation prepared by our dear Najmul. So I'll share here. Let me see. This is how it is. A program introduction is given here. As Rupak has said, the Certified Project Finance Analyst program is a comprehensive certification program designed to equip participants with essential skills and knowledge required to uh, excel in project finance. And it is not only project finance, we'll talk a lot of things about projects. That would be generally a good project management course. It's not exactly, it's of course centric and uh, major emphasis on finance, but when finance is managed, it is not in isolation. It has to be managed along with some human resources, some other plant resources, overall legal understanding, environmental understanding, government understanding, and how the project process progresses. Everything has to be understood in one capsuled, manner. CPFA course will take you through uh, various processes by which the projects are managed, to talk about the basics of the project, how it impacts and how it is significant for the economy to roll out projects, and how a professionals can contribute in that project management for the overall good of the country and the economy. We'll talk about this, how they affect, what are the uh, changes a project brings in the economy, how demand is fostered, how supply is line is ensured, how supply chain is managed, everything we'll talk. But we'll keep on talking alongside how the break-even analysis happens, cash flow management, when the cash should be present, when the cash should not be present, how the financial budgeting of the project has to be done. Okay, all these things will explain you not only through the presentation of the PowerPoint, but also will share some Excel working with you. And as a resource person, I would expect all the participants there to be interactive. Means that when the program is going on, you should ask question to the trainer. Wherever you are not so clear, definitely ask question. Wherever you are clear, you can even share your thought or a counter thought. We welcome that. A counter thought given by the participants actually makes the training more rich. Okay. And okay, let me proceed a bit. Yeah. Objective of the course is to develop a comprehensive understanding of the project finance. As stated here, we'll understand the principles, how these principles are applied in day to day, down to earth ground level. Okay, it's not only theoretical. We need to understand how is it applied on the ground. We'll equip the participants with various tools of financial analysis that we'll use. One of the tools is break-even analysis. You all know what is break-even. A scale of operation where profit and loss are, I mean, there is no profit, no loss. It's neutral, profit neutral. We'll explain and demonstrate and make you practice about cash flow analysis. Cash flow analysis helps understanding the project's sustainability. It is not only to make the project, but project to return adequate cash flow and over a period of time. You should know how the cash flow is affected, how is it computed, what are the cash that comes in, what are the outflows are immediate, what is deferred outflow. All this we'll discuss in the course. Will build your competency on evaluating projects. Projects can be evaluated in many manners. One of the manners is cost benefit analysis. We'll see what cost is incurred, what benefit is derived for the project. Okay, we'll apply various modern techniques. Latest research will share with you. And not only cost benefit, there are many other tools also. We'll discuss across in the training session that would include, various investment analysis propositions, discounted cash flow. There are various methods of capital budgeting that also will share. If you are already knowledgeable, it can be refreshed. If you do not know or coming from any other background or profession, then it will be a delight for you to understand those techniques. You'll find definitely very interesting. We'll explain to you importance or objective of financial analysis in the project finance and familiarize yourself with decision making process. Okay. Then we'll demonstrate proficiency in applying project finance principles to evaluate project viability. As I have already mentioned, we'll go through break-even analysis. We'll identify what are the financial thresholds, where lies the success of the project. We will analyze and interpret cash flow statements. We'll explain to you how cash flow is important, how they are applied in project management, how you should be able to prepare the statement, how to interpret that, how that interpretation helps in overall management of the project. Cost benefit analysis, I just mentioned in the objectives. At the end of the session, you should be able to be, if not expert, definitely a reasonably competent person to apply cost benefit analysis. We'll show you various kinds of cost benefit analysis from various kinds of projects, not only one type, but many types, and how many techniques can be applied to make the cost benefit analysis, and that becomes a fruitful project for the project promoter. Some bit of financial budget we'll discuss, as long as that is aligned with the projects. How that financial budgeting system can apply in project management is a unique thing. We will understand that. We'll articulate and find the objectives and significance of financial analysis. Okay. One sec. I'll remove this one for a while. We'll discuss also about the project life cycle. A project has a life cycle from start till the end. There are various phases. We'll discuss those phases, and there could be turning points at a certain point. How those turning points are important, what exact emphasis is required at that point of time, what resource is required, what expertise of the finance is required. In absence of that expertise, what could be the consequence? We'll discuss those things. We'll also understand the fundamentals of project finance that we have mentioned many times. We'll evaluate the impact of projects on the economic growth. As I said, a country, wherever you make the project, has got an economic impact. Projects can be undertaken by a micro organization, small organization that is managed in one way. When it is taken over by the government or large promoter, it could be multiple government together or one country's sovereign government with the assistance of World Bank or similar institutions or any other big country helping it or participating with it, has got a different management flavor. Different dynamics come in. We'll discuss all these aspects, how that project, such large project, impacts the economic growth, impacts employment of the country, resource mobilization, taxation, all these things, aspects we'll discuss. Yeah, this entire course is uh, distributed into 8 modules. Each module, as Rupak has mentioned, will be of 2 hours each with a trainer. And as I repeatedly emphasize, please be a productive and interactive session. Please join a productive and interactive session. More you interact is more productive for you, and that will help you understanding the project. Please don't be silent. When you attend the training session, please carry a notebook with some pencil or pen. And of course, I would suggest a laptop with a Excel open. That is beautiful. I mean, I'll show you the charts and all. You can place. Similarly, when I work, I'll show you the demonstration. You can also simultaneously try and share with me your finding outcome. Any difficulty in formula, we'll explain to you. So first module will deal basics of project finance. That would be in overall terms, Then we will talk about how project helps in economic growth and what is the role of project. If project happens, what happens? If project doesn't happen, what could be the scenario? We'll discuss that. Then we'll talk about project cycle and in particular relation with finance. Project cycle will move in its own dynamics, but along with that, how finance is juxtaposed, how finance into the role play, and when the money is to come, when the money is to go, how much we should hold back. All these things we'll discuss in that session. Okay. Then we'll understand the objective of financial analysis. Why at all we do financial analysis? What kind of financial analysis? That is one of the sessions. I'm sure you'll find a lot of interest as the session progresses. Initially, you might find a little bit of boring theoretical part, but my friends, please remember, for the later part to understand, the first part is the foundation stone. Here I will discuss some of the economic theories that will have impact on the subsequent session. So my fervent request would be not to skip any session, not to ignore. It's a 2-hour session. You may be seasoned and experienced professional, but nevertheless, never undermine any of the sessions. That would be my bit of advice. Each session is 2 hours only. Have a cup of coffee sipping alongside and enjoy the session. In between, keep on asking tidbit questions or sharing your experience. I'll also be enriched. You'll also be enriched with our interactions. Okay. So after having discussed the objective, we'll also understand cash flow analysis, how cash flow statement is prepared, what are the components of it, how it is related to profit and loss account, a traditional profit and loss account, or a modern format in commensurate with international financial reporting standard. We'll see how transmission takes place from the data from a profit and loss account and the balance sheet to a cash flow statement. And that cash flow statement, how it is applied, how it is so applicable in the project management. We'll talk about that. We'll see the demonstration through Excel working. Then we'll understand a very classical concept of breakeven analysis, where profit zero, no loss either. Alongside break-even analysis, we will also understand the profitability or profit generating capability of the project. Okay, that is through contribution analysis and marginal costing concept. Advancing that will take what is your current scale of operation and where is your break-even point, what is the margin of safety. We'll talk about all these things. We'll demonstrate. I will try to get you some good experience of projects in various countries. We'll have to research that. Then we'll have a session on financial budgeting, how that budgeting techniques help you in managing project, how actuals have to be plotted against budget. How first is budget is the financial planning that we'll understand, how to make the planning. After that, how to control the whole actuals through a budgetary control system and how that is applicable in a project apart from day-to-day running and of the business. It will also be applicable in project. That also we'll try and discuss there. Next is cost benefit analysis. The crux of the whole thing and entire business, entire management is ultimately cost benefit analysis. So as benefit has to exceed the cost. If benefit doesn't exceed the cost, what is the fun in doing the activity? And after all, nobody comes here, no promoter comes up, props up to drift the money. If the cost exceeds benefit, money is drifted. Nobody wants to do that. Everyone wants to generate money and keep it safe, distribute. Okay. We'll talk a little more about the project finance basics here. As it is written in this module, introduces essential concept of project finance, focusing how large-scale projects are financed primarily through project's cash flow. It covers key participants, structures, risk allocation, everything we'll discuss here. Learning objective is to understand and the definition of structure of project finance, identify the various stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders in the project finance? Distinguish between project finance and corporate finance. We'll do that. We'll find out how corporate finance works, how project finance works, what way they are different, what if they are similar. They are similar in many ways too. Learn about the risks and mitigation strategies in project finance. Everywhere, every activity, there's a risk involved. We need to identify the risk if we have to manage the risk. Manage means we have to mitigate the risk. Managing is nothing else but to mitigate, minimize the risks. What competency one should develop from this first session? You should be able to understand financial structuring. You should be able to understand risk management. You should be able to understand stakeholders management and under a bit ground level understanding of legal and contractual obligations which emerge, which comes up during execution of a project. Yeah, module 2, project cycle in relation to finance. Here also you explore various stages of the project. As I said, project goes through a various life cycle as from the formative and ideation stage to a completion stage, where you after completion you actually exit from the project. Those things we discuss. What are the exit technology? What is the ideation ideas? How to generate the ideas? How to put it in documentation form? Many things we'll talk about it. Understand various stages of cycle and how finance flow is kind of fund flow or cash flow is connected to those cycles. What are the turning points or cornerstones? What you say, whatever you say, or milestone you can say. How financing should be structured alongside the cycle. When you should borrow, when you should put the equity capital. Okay. How much? How much should be the equity? How much should be the borrowing? All these techniques and technologies, how it benefits the ultimate stakeholders, we'll talk about here. We'll try to understand what are the financial risks involved of repayment, of making the commitments. Okay. And how do we minimize that? How do we plan? How do we monitor that? At the end of this module 2, you should be able to have reasonably good understanding of the project planning, financial monitoring, or in other words, control system, risk analysis, risk mitigation ideas, and financing strategies. Okay. Then we'll understand module 3, third session, where role of project in economic growth will be discussed. It will be 2-hour session once again, and it's mentioned here how do you understand project finance through structured financial deals that contributes significantly to the country's economic development, as I said, in terms of resource mobilization, exploration of mineral resources or natural resources, employment, environment impact, okay, impact on the local inhabitants' lifestyle. All these things will come up. It's a very advanced subject actually. It's not a very preliminary topic. So all people who are experienced would only enjoy. And in fact, you can put this learning alongside your experience and reap a lot of benefit out of it. We'll talk about micro projects, small company project, alongside large infrastructure projects. We'll identify socio-economic benefit, how social benefits the how does it bring benefit to the socio-economic structure of the country? Okay, some benefits are exactly not measurable in terms of money. So we have to find out how social benefit reaches is generated and how that reaches the common people. After all, if it has to be win-win situation. You make a project or put large amount of money, explore natural resources, and its benefit doesn't reach the common man at the marginal level, would hardly have an impact. Neither would you get support from the people at the local level. So to do that, to get that, to ensure that, you need to ensure that your benefit of the project reaches to the last lab of the people. At the end of this session, you should be able to make an economic impact assessment. You should be able to understand a concept about the public-private partnership, how public takes the initiative and private comes up, or private takes the initiative and invites public to join. Public means here is government. You will have some idea about infrastructure development, and you will also be familiar. You are maybe already familiar, but still will refresh your ideas on sustainable growth. Growth once done is not enough. The growth has to be sustained year after year. Only then there is success of the organization. Only then there is success of the promoter. Only then a long-term benefit will accrue to the equity holders. With that objective in mind, we have to have a sustainable model. Module 4, again the objective of finance analysis is project finance. So as the name suggests, we'll understand the purpose, why we do financial analysis. Okay, what are the different financial metrics those are used in project evaluation, how to assess project's profitability. In this session, probably we'll try to understand how to make a project evaluation, what are the various techniques available. That would include payback, discounted cash flow, IRR, MIRR, and so many things. At the end of the session, you should be competent on financial evaluation. We'll extensively use the Excel calculation here. Excel is a panacea that helps us in making complicated calculations easy, look easy. I will also show you Excel formulas, how to make the Excel formulas there, how to apply their profitability assessment. You can understand. You can again revisit risk assessment. We have done in many sessions risk assessment. Here also some risk may be there. We need to understand what happens in the uncertain situations. Things are always not static. It can be dynamic. And dynamism brings uncertainty. In case of uncertainty, what do you do? More uncertainty means more risk. Ultimately, that risk has to be mitigated. If the risk is not mitigated, what happens? The end result is vulnerable. You may achieve, may not achieve. So we need to understand what base we can achieve and how stable return we can achieve, how stable manner we can achieve the return. And in this session, we'll also understand various techniques of investment decision making, which is very close to project evaluation. So we'll discuss with various examples from various countries. I'll take some of the examples from India is a big economy. I'll take some of the examples from Indian firms and demonstrate to you. I'll each example may not be possible, but most of the modules will have a case study with to ponder upon. We'll throw it to you to study, discuss. I will also discuss some points. We'll make some calculations of on the projects on the screen. We'll interact with each other. There would come module 5, which will be on cash flow. In a similar manner, we'll understand the cash flow statement preparation, how that analysis helps in project management, what is the specialty of cash flow analysis in project management, and how to forecast, how to manage the day-to-day cash flow or a long-term cash flow or medium-term cash flow. We'll understand how cash flows impact the debt repayment, equity returns. Okay, we'll identify techniques for optimizing the cash flow management. At the end of this session, you should be able to understand cash flow forecasting, debt servicing, financial sustainability, and get some of the optimization techniques. I may touch upon here some of the techniques called deriving from operations research. If you are familiar with any of your familiar with the subject, is fine. Those not would definitely find it interesting. Am I getting too long, Rupak? Then module 6 will take you through break-even analysis. Break-even analysis, you know, with the help of marginal cost, marginal revenue concept, we develop break-even analysis, and that will be applied to project management. That is the uniqueness of this session. Apart from basic way of calculating break-even, we'll show you the relationship between fixed cost, variable cost, revenue in break-even analysis. Analyze how break-even analysis influences financial decision making. It is very, very important. Break-even analysis and financial decision making. Decision making is the crux of the management. If you do good decision making, you make good return, good management. Competency that will be developed at the end of the session is cost structure analysis. You will see profitability assessment. You will be able to be competent. You can also do financial planning and decision making insight. It is actually extension of the previous session where investment decision making will be discussed. That will be further discussed here as decision making insight. In fact, all the sessions together, you will be having a complete capsuled idea on financial management along with project management. Coming to module 7, financial budgeting. It's an integral part of the project finance management where normal budgeting technique would be applied in managing the projects. In budgeting technique, you know that you can refer the previous period, but in case of project, you don't have a previous period. So what do? You have to apply the concept of zero-based budgeting. You had no reference for the past, and from the zero you have to start making the budget, build up the budget of various expenditures, various revenue stream, various operating costs, all other commitments, interest costs, guarantees, everything, all uncertainties, certainties, they have to be brought in to one sheet of paper. That's financial planning documented as called financial budget. And then you have to understand how budget should be used to monitor the actual operations and variance analysis and how to deal with the variance analysis. So you'll understand all these things. I'll spend some time on when the session comes actually, how to make budgetary control. Okay. Budget development and control is another cost control through budgetary control. We'll touch upon variance analysis. Complete depth may not be possible, but then I'll try. Financial accountability, how variance analysis brings financial accountability. In fact, it helps HR to make performance appraisal. Then comes the last module called cost benefit analysis. This session will actually sum up all the learning that we had so far, apart from the basics of accounting, apart from the basics of economics and managerial economics will bring here all our wisdom together and dump on this cost benefit analysis, because cost benefit is the ultimate decision making, while benefit has to be greater than the cost. On the other hand, if cost is greater than benefit, it drifts away the funds. No benefit for anybody. So that's not a welcome position. Therefore, we will see how benefit is above the cost and what are the various techniques to ascertain, to establish that yes, this is the benefit, this is the cost, and this is the right kind of analysis. We'll show you various methods of calculation. We'll bring about discounted cash flow here. We'll bring uncertainty concept. All these things we'll bring here, and we will. I missed out to tell you that some quantitative analysis will bring in here, which helps you in making analytical thinking, decision making support that quantitative analysis will give you, and there will be long term planning. Okay, all this is courses about that. In between, I'll also talk on some resource leveling, because resource requirement during the project is very fluctuating. Someday you might require 100 workforce, someday you require 10 workforce. Okay, so those kind of situation, how to deal, I'll touch upon. I'll show you some modeling on that. And another my fond area is project evaluation review technique. How when the project goes on, time to time it should be reviewed. Apart from financial control, there's a technical control should be able to be familiar, and critical path method analysis. We'll try to touch upon that and throw out some light on that, and some case law will bring so that we can practically understand how these concepts, theoretical ideas discussed over the Zoom platform is actually applicable and can be applied on the ground. That's the
Thank you.
that's the sum and substance of the entire course which I discussed with you. If you have got any questions, in fact, the host World Academy also can throw out some of the questions for the understanding of the rest of the people.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for your wonderful session. So, dear delegates, is there any questions from your side? You can raise your hand or ask the questions. I think there is no no questions from the participants. They understood everything properly.
It is very
So, see,
exhaustive.
sorry.
Yeah. Rupak, if you have got any question, you can also
No, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you,
so
sir. Thank you
that
very
we can
much.
hear the answer and get benefit out of it. If they are not asking.
It's okay. It's fine. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
So, already, delegates, actually, the notification is the class will be starting from 29th of November. The first class will be on 29th of November, and you will get all the notifications through the WhatsApp group. And also in our system, you will find every part. You will be subscribed to our learning management system for the next procedures, and you will get all these class materials through that system as well. And the first class will be on 29th of November. From there onwards, it will be conducted 8 sessions. Out of 16 weeks. So total 16 weeks time we have scheduled. Out of 16 weeks, 8 weeks will be class, and some other weeks will be gap for preparing yourself for the exams and assignments. So with that note, we want to conclude it here today. And lastly, our humble request, if you feel that the course is really worthy for the project management or accounting finance professional, please share through your network so that people can be aware about it and they can attend this program. Please note that from the next year, the price will be adjusted. I mean, it will be a little bit of increase due to the operational cost increased. So this is the last batch with this price. So that try to take this advantage and also help your network, your colleagues to take the same advantage to attend this course with this price. Thank you very much. We have shared the updated flyer in the chat box. You can download the flyer and share through your network that you are attending. If anyone is interested, they can also attend and take this advantage of this price point as well. With that note, we can conclude it here today. Thank you once again for your
I
wonderful
have a
presentations.
question.
And yes, please.
I have a question.
Yeah, please tell me.
I overheard you say that they should discuss with their friends with accounting and financial background. What about those who do not have account and finance background? Are they also qualified to undertake this program, to go through this program? Thank you.
Those who are in the project management area, they can also do the program.
Shall
Those,
I explain
please
it?
come again.
Yes, please. Sir, please proceed.
Yeah. My response would be that we will present the financial assistance and other things in such a manner that if you are having a general commerce or any other professional background, you will be able to understand that. We will not expect you to have a specialist financial accounting background while talking on the subject. We will talk about very basics which you should be able to understand. If you don't understand, please interrupt. We will make you understand. Okay? That's a
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
response.
thank you. Because I am one of them. That is what I want to find out. Thank you
It's
very
fine.
much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So, any other questions from anyone? No. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you
Thank you,
all the
Deepak.
delegates for your time as well for attending our sessions today. Take
Bye
yes,
bye.
please,
Good night.
I have a question.
please.
I can go ahead.
Yeah, please proceed.
So I want to know, will I complete the course before paying all of the money?
Sorry again. Completing the course
Is it
before?
is it possible to complete the 4 month program before paying my amount?
No. You need to pay upfront, and then you can attend the program.
So if I will not pay, that means I will not be part of the program.
Still, you need to pay. Without payment, you cannot attend the class. Okay.
Are we paying the money one time?
There is voice in your sides, please. You can write in the chat box.
Okay.
I
Yes.
have a question here.
Yes, please.
Okay, my question is on the e-flyer, you have indicated that the date is 29th November. Does it mean that we are starting the course itself on 29th November?
First class will be on 29 November. Before that, there will be pre-course assignment. The pre-course assignment will be available from tomorrow. You need to submit it before 29. But the class will be starting from 29.
Okay. So does it mean we are not meeting next week, 21st
No,
or
not
22nd?
next week.
No.
No, next week no meeting.
Okay, excellent.
Thank you.
Then
Thank you.
again, I've seen my next question is on
Yeah.
the payment.
Mhm.
I've seen on the e-flyer and also on your website that
Right.
there's a payment plan. What is the plan? Do I need to scan the QR code to know the plan,
No,
or
actually, I mean,
I have my own?
okay, let me tell you the payment plan. I mean, there will be 2 installment payment you can do. So yeah, I mean, the person you are contacted with, you can contact with that person. They will guide you for this
Okay,
installment payment.
okay, excellent. Sure.
Thank you very much.
Noted. Thank you. Cheers for your time. Thanks.
Thank you. All right. So I think there is no other question from anyone else. Someone was asking any question regarding this payment. Please note that without the payment, you cannot attend the class. So that at least you can pay in 2 installments, it's fine. But the first installment should be paid before commencing the class. With that note, we can conclude it here today. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful presentation and sparing time with us. And of course, thank you all the delegates who have attended today's session with your active participation. Thanks, World Academy team, for organizing this event. Take care and good night from my side.
Sure.